Good evening, everybody. My name is Irina Agraz, and I will be pitching to you my business idea slash plan for a business called Mommy Nails. So, pretty much, Mommy Nails is not your typical nail salon that you're used to seeing or going to. This one, particularly, is in the name Mommy Nails. So, Mommy Nails is a bit different in the aspect that it is designated for parents, specifically the mothers. So pretty much anyone that wants to go get some self-care and wants to get their nails done, whether it's a mani or a pedi or maybe both, they come into an issue with who's going to watch my child. And this particular issue is mainly for the single parents out there. It came to my head whenever I had my child a year and a few months ago. During the time, I was a single mother. I still am a single mother. My son is 14 months old right now, and I still like to get my nails done. I still like to get that self-care. But I work full-time, I go to school full-time, and I'm a mother 24 hours a day. So what do I do whenever I need and want that self-care? Pretty much right now, I've been taking time off from work. During that time off from work, it might be during the day, during my lunchtime, I just take an extended lunch and take that time off my pay while my son's in childcare and I go get my nails done. Well, it gets old. I live in California. I do not have family out here, so I don't really have that support or help. And I can't really go on the weekends because, that's the time with my son, and I don't like taking that away from him. And on top of that, he's a year old. Being that he's a year old, he does not stay still very long. It's not like when he was younger. So my idea would be for this Mommy Nails place to be a place where you can take your child with you. If you're those single mothers out there, or even single fathers out there that want to go get some self-care, want to get a mani or a pedi, able to take their children with them, knowing that at this specific location, Mommy Nails, we would be offering the services of your typical nail salon. The typical nail salon usually offers manis and pedis. They can do anything from like threading to waxing, but my main focus would be those manis and pedis. While a parent is getting their self-care, you are able to take your children with you. So at this location, I would have a designated children's area. The children's area would have a certified employer that works there and is watching over the children. While a mother and or father is getting their self-care, they know that their child is being taken care of, they're safe, they're right, a couple feet away from where you're at. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to take time off from work from doing that. And it's kind of a beneficial thing. Just like I said, you can take your kid with you. Of course, this service would be an extra charge, and that's what would make this particular place, a bit special. That I still want to make it kind of affordable for your typical single parent. Even if you're not a single parent, you can use the service also. But I want to stay between $5 to $12, give or take, and also depending on the children that you take, the number of children you take. But also, the advantages of this, like I said, would be you can take your child with you. It would be at a low cost, so it's nothing outrageous like $20, $30 to have your child taken care of, being like a double service. It's not going to be any of that. It's going to be affordable. And on top of that, the certified caretakers that would be there would also be the employees that do manis and pedis as well. So it's not like we're going to bring outside people specifically for this. We're going to try and keep it in-house so that way they can do both. If depending on the amount of staff that we have, amount of people that we have coming in and out, and the amount of people that we need to go take care of children, vice the ones doing the work, we're able to do that because both childcare and employees for manis and pedis will be able to do both. So some of the disadvantages to this would be obviously, it's a new business. A bad thing about it is, there's a bunch of nail salons out there. Being that there's so many nail salons, you pretty much go out anywhere. You see them on every corner depending where you live. I personally live in San Diego. I would definitely try to open up a location in San Diego, being that it is one of those big major cities. Being a big major city is beneficial because even though there's already a bunch of nail salons out there, this one particular one's going to stick out for what the services that are provided. But I do know that because it is a new location, a new service, not a lot of people are going to know about it. Being that not a lot of people are going to know about it, it's going to be my job, my staff, to kind of get the word out there. So the big thing that I'm going to be using is marketing. The marketing area for this is going to be, hitting anything from social media, doing Instagram, doing Facebook, doing banners, grand opening, mommy nails, offering childcare services. On top of that, maybe even, I don't know if you've ever seen people put like those flyers on their cars, in the parking lot, that too. And then on top of that, providing that good service. Because obviously whenever someone goes and gets their nails done, you want to have good quality service. And on top of that, you want to have good quality care for your child. Obviously, if you don't feel like it's a safe environment, it's a clean environment, that you're comfortable with, you're not going to want to return there. So if I'm able to offer and provide both services, that automatically is going to be a win. I know personally me, whenever I find a nail lady that I like, or man, I like to stick with them. Currently right now, the place I go to, I try to go either on a Sunday or during the week just because that's the only time I'm able to go. I like this one particular lady to do my nails, for my hands, and then this one particular man to do my petties. So I like sticking with those two. So I kind of work around their schedule too. I call them and I ask, hey, what day are you free? So that's a huge advantage also of opening up a nail salon. Opening up a nail salon, although it's only, if you think about it, getting a mani and a pedi, that alone, a mani starts off at, for like acrylic or gel, it starts off at $35 to $45, depending, and that's like your basic carry. If you don't get like those special request designs, and then a pedi starts off about at $25. So when you add a combo, which is typically what people do, it adds up. And on top of that, if you add a service of childcare, that's just something else that you're going to be adding to it, and it's like extra income that's going to be coming in. So, it's a good deal here. On top of that, whenever you go get your nails done religiously like I do, I like going every 2.5 weeks. At the end of your service, you're already asking them to book your next appointment. I personally know that when I leave the nail salon, as I'm paying, I'm like, hey, Tammy, can you go ahead and book me for 2 weeks from now? And a lot of people do that. So it's already a business that, even though it's not a for sure thing, more than likely, if they're your regular customers, they're going to be coming in for that. If they're going to be coming in for that, they're going to be coming in with their children, if they have those children, if they want to use the service. Obviously, if me personally, if I was like, oh yes, I found a nail salon that can take care of my child, I'm going to tell my other friends that have children and that are single mothers or fathers, I'm going to be like, hey, I found this place. It's great. They offer childcare service while you get your nails done. It's cheap. They're good. The quality's good of their nails. And the childcare, I'm like super comfortable with it. I completely trust them with my child. So, it's that word of mouth. That word of mouth is what's really, really going to hit the spot. And, you're going to be able to attract those people, keep bringing them in, and it's going to help the business. Obviously, it's going to be a bit slow just because in the beginning, startup costs for a nail salon can be very pricey. So typically, if anyone knows about it, these luxury chairs that you get on, you sit back, you get the massage on your back while you're getting your feet done. Those start in the thousands. So typically most nail salons, personally mine would have anywhere from, maybe 5 to 6. On top of that, you would also have your table stands or sections that you would get your manis done on. So the startup cost, that is a downside. You are going to be spending quite a few $1,000s to start this up. I would be spending that, getting a personal loan or bringing someone else in with me. But that's the thing about it. As long as they're taken well care of, they're going to pay off in the end. And on top of that, every time for the service, typically, like I said, people are getting that combo deal, that mani and a pedi. On top of that, that childcare. That childcare is the biggest thing we're selling right now, or we will be selling. You don't see it anywhere. Personally, I've done my research on it here in the San Diego area. I would have thought that I would have found something that, offers a childcare service as you're getting, a mani pedi, and I have not found that. I definitely feel like it would be a good starter. And if it takes off, I feel that other people would try to come in on this, whether it's trying to, franchise off and or, starting their own thing with childcare service, because it's so beneficial. I personally have spoken, with friends that I know that are either single parents or, not even single parents. And both sides of them have told me, it's a great idea. We would definitely use that. On top of that, I also like to get the perspective of other people that I do not know personally, just to kind of see what people that don't know me would think of this idea. And when I brought it up to them, they thought it was great. So I feel, this is definitely a good investment. I feel like my business would be a huge hit. Obviously, I'm 100% sure that, it's going to be slow, being that it's new and a lot of people are not going to know about it. But as long as I keep to it and I'm motivated and I put the time and the work and the effort into it, it will definitely take off. They do say, businesses either make it or break it, don't make it within the first 5 years. So, those first 5 years are definitely going to be very challenging. But the difference is, like I said, putting that time, putting that effort, it's not going to be that successful in the beginning. And I think that's what a lot of people, expect, maybe too much of a high expectation from starters. And like I'm very, I'm a realist. I understand that, it's not going to happen overnight. But as long as I keep working at it, it's definitely a good possibility that it'll be a good business and it'll be a good startup, especially here in San Diego. I just feel like it's going to be good. And I hope that if you ever see anything like this in your area, you'll definitely give it a try. And, maybe even if you knew people out there that could benefit from a service like this and or company, that offers both self-care and childcare with it, you would definitely, get the word out there as well, just because, there's people out there that want it and that need it, but don't necessarily have it. So thank you.